Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip, and today we are starting our morning live streams every single weekday at around 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, guys. We are going to be doing a live stream with the latest crypto news and some of the highlight stories that are happening in crypto markets. We want to be first to report on this stuff for you guys so you get the earliest news, the newest news in crypto first thing in the morning while you're sipping your coffee. So I hope you guys enjoy this one and the rest of them, as this is the new way we're going to be doing it here on the channel, as well as 2 other long form videos and 2 shorts every single day. So buckle up, guys. Let's hop right in. There's a lot of news going on today that I want to share with you guys. Sam Bankman-Fried is causing more drama from prison. Crocoin, and yes, that's the thumbnail. Crocoin is potentially dropping down to 3 cents, and that means that other altcoins are coming down too. That's not just a Crocoin story. You look at Bitcoin, what's going on with that right now, which we're going to take a peek at here in this stream, where we're currently at with Bitcoin. We'll take a peek at the S&P 500, see where the traditional market's at right now, and we'll look at some of this story about Binance and all the FUD going on there. And I'm going to alleviate some of that FUD today, but also highlight a strong point for Crypto.com in all these stories that's going on. Even though, yes, the price may be falling down. We'll get to Crow at the end of this video, but let's get through some of the stories and look at the charts for the day on the overall market to get started, guys. If you like the content, smash a like, subscribe to the channel. Let's hop right in. So, guys, this is a story that we've been telling for a long time here, probably since about May on the channel. September and October were destined to be bearish because, August and September were destined to be bearish. October is typically bullish, as you can see right here, but August is already down 11.37%. In 2022, August was a negative 13% year. In 2021, it was actually green. In 2020, it was slightly green. In most other years, it was down. There are some exceptions. In 2017, in the bull market, that was an exception. And in 2013, when it was also a bull market, that was an exception. But the truth is, guys, we're just not in that bull market yet. So at the time of this recording, the overall market cap is just at about the $1 trillion level, which we talk about so much on this channel. It is such a key level, very important for crypto. I think we might be breaking through that, especially if we're due for another bearish month coming up in just a few short days as August comes to a close and September starts. Keep in mind, guys, another thing that's coming up in September is another FOMC meeting where the federal chair, Jerome Powell, is going to meet with the Board of Governors and decide whether or not they're going to raise the interest rates again. Spoiler alert, it looks like he might be raising the interest rates again, according to the Fed minutes and the language used during the last FOMC meeting when the Board of Governors and the head of the Fed met for Federal Chair Jerome Powell. It looked like that was their intention. So that will likely cause some more downward action, which means, guys, incredible buying opportunities, like the best buying opportunities that you can ask for in crypto. If you're really asking me, how good is this opportunity? It's about as good as it gets. Now, we could go lower, it can get better, but at these prices, these are incredible buying opportunities. If September is more bearish, some people are scared of that. I'm excited because it gives everybody that missed out, everybody that's got more money coming in that want to get invested in the market, an opportunity to do so. In the meantime, as Bitcoin's falling, obviously altcoins are bleeding as well, typically more than Bitcoin. So looking at the last 7 days here, you'll see Bitcoin's down 11%, XRP's down 13%. Actually, Binance coin, even though it's getting all the FUD, isn't down as bad as Bitcoin. Granted, Binance had its own slip in the previous week and is still way down, but still hanging on to rank number 4. We'll talk about some of that Binance FUD in a little bit. Honestly, Cardano's holding up stronger than Bitcoin. Dogecoin is. Solana's right on track with Bitcoin. Polygon's down more than Bitcoin. Shiba Inu's down much more than Bitcoin because Shiba Inu had such a big rally leading into the Shibarium event. And by the way, that Shibarium event, unfortunately, they kind of had to retract their Shibarium launch, and they're doing a relaunch here in this week. So that was kind of a dud. That caused some price action to fall. I also said on the channel, same thing for Shiba Inu as it was for Ripple, guys. It's a buy the rumor, sell the news event. A good story comes out, no matter how good it is about Shiba Inu, when that news breaks and that launch happens, typically you get some of the people that want to take profit, that reap the reward of buying before the launch. They take profit and then they buy back in at lower prices. And this is a fantastic time for anybody looking to get Shiba Inu, or, Ripple, which is way down. It was all the way up to 90 cents just like 2.5 weeks ago. I said I'm not buying it below 80 cents, and here it is, down at 51 cents. Spectacular price action going on. Cronos, though I do think it's going to fall down to 3 cents, is holding up its price action pretty well compared to Bitcoin. We'll take more of a look at that here in a minute. But yes, guys, be on the lookout for August and September. August so far bearish. Yes, September also typically bearish. So hard to say which one would be worse. Given that the rate hikes might come next month, maybe September could be worse. Maybe there's more fear mounting up as we get closer to that. We'll have to see how that plays out. But then October, guys, could be a good rally. Could be a very good rally. We'll have to see how that one comes because this bull market's coming. But there are some key levels that we got to keep an eye on. One, the overall market cap. I do think we can get down to a $700 billion market cap, possibly like a double bottom scenario for the overall market cap, which then would bring Bitcoin down to a similar double bottom type spot. Now, I'm saying not going to get to a true double bottom. I don't think we get all the way down to 15K again. Is it possible? Certainly. But I think we come down to the lowest level that I have drawn here, which is about a 20% retracement down to the $20,000 level. That's worst case scenario, in my opinion. Is a 15K Bitcoin possible again? $16,000 Bitcoin possible again before we go off to the races? Yeah, it's possible. I just think the more likely low point would be right at around 20,000, slightly below, maybe the low end of 19K, and then that's like a flash wick, and then we kind of come back up and start moving. Because guys, at the end of the day, these are your weekly candles, and as you start to move throughout the year, you can see we get into March of 2024, which is the bull market, allegedly. That's when the Bitcoin halving comes. That's not too far away, and so we really only have room for so much price action to be moving. If this thing comes down, it probably comes down in a pattern, something like that, and then probably wants to come up somewhere around here and maybe break out, there. So that could be something that we might see. You look at March of 2024, which is right here where the crosshairs is. That should technically be our breakout point, possibly even moving this along to somewhere over here. And in the meantime, with the price action on Bitcoin and crypto, you might have something like this, It might take a while for us to break out. So that's kind of what I'm seeing on the charts, guys, for now. But let's get into some of the stories on Sam Bankman-Fried right now. Morning, everybody. Sushi Satoshi, Ron Wilson, Jonathan Teo. Good to have everybody joining us today. We're doing live streams every single day. I'm glad you're excited about it, Ron. Yes, retweet it out on Twitter. Share it with your friends. Let's build this community. Let's talk crypto, guys. The story of the day that I want to share, one of the stories of the day I want to share with you guys, is FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried living on bread and water, his lawyer says. It's almost as if his lawyer wants us to feel bad for him. For those of you guys that don't know, Sam Bankman-Fried is a vegan. And right now, his lawyer is trying to drum up sympathy, but I think it's very strategic. I think it's very, very strategic indeed, because look at this article from the Associated Press. You see, jailed Sam Bankman-Fried can't prepare for trial without a vegan diet and adequate meds, lawyers say. How come he can't prepare for trial without a vegan diet? There are people starving in Africa to death, and they'll eat anything they can. You don't need a vegan diet. Veganism, fine. If you want to be a vegan, you can be a vegan. But if you scam people out of billions of dollars, I think it's fair to say that you lose your privilege of being able to afford being a vegan and being a vegan. Prisons don't have to come out and cater to your dietary restrictions. If you even if you have a gluten allergy, which is arguably much more serious than a vegan diet need, right? A vegan diet is more of a want than a need. Maybe for some people, they're trying to avoid gluten and what have you. But he does not need a vegan diet. I think what they're trying to do is, first of all, wants a vegan diet and adequate meds. It's been proven that Sam Bankman-Fried and his comrades at FTX were down in the Bahamas doing drugs, fornicating, taking amphetamines, playing video games, and scamming billions of dollars from the FTX users. He was taking plenty of meds. They're saying give him drugs and better food. He's like, I want room service and I want some drugs, is what Sam Bankman-Fried is saying, or else I can't be prepared for trial. That's preposterous. That's preposterous. And in this article, it sounds like they're trying, to drum up sympathy. Living on bread and water. He has other options. He just doesn't want to eat it. If you want to be picky, Sam Bankman-Fried, fine, don't eat. Just don't starve yourself to death, because we want to see you hit trial. We want to see you come to trial. We want to see some of these questions we have unanswered come into the light. We want to see Sam Bankman-Fried get questioned about Gary Gensler and the SEC. We want to hear more about what the story that Sam Bankman-Fried will tell about his interactions with SBF and the SEC, Gary Gensler. I would love to see Gary Gensler take trial in this case, but there's no way that'll ever happen. I mean, that'd be fantastic if it did, but I highly, highly doubt that he would get implicated in this trial by the government. I don't think they drag him into it. I think, if anything, he'd just be forced to resign sometime next year. Hopefully, guys. So, Sam Bankman-Fried making headlines. This was a big story that I wanted to share with you guys. Coinbase too, and I'll get to 3 Cent Crow, guys. I just want to get you through all the news stories of the day, but we'll take a peek at Crow here specifically, because I do believe in 3 Cent Crow, but there's a general market trajectory, guys. It's not just Crow. It's Bitcoin, it's Binance, it's every coin that you know and love, you name it. September and August, bearish months. That's a short-term prediction. I'm bullish on Bitcoin. Don't be fooled. I'm one of the most bullish people on this asset class that I know personally in my life. Medium term and long term, bullish. Short term, I'm seeing the downside. But speaking of long term, Coinbase is investing in Circle. What is Circle? Circle is a company. Actually, one of my best friends works at Circle, to be unnamed. Very, very cool. In fact, they're doing such a great job. They're giving shares to the employees at that company. When those shares vest, if this company is successful, he's going to be doing pretty well for himself. And who are they? They are a crypto company based on creating a stablecoin and worldwide payment system. And so they, in partnership with Coinbase, created this group called Center Consortium, where, excuse me, Coinbase and Circle partnered up to create a separate entity, like a third party, to create the USDC stablecoin, which is the second largest stablecoin next to Tether, and it's growing in popularity. Now, Coinbase just decided to officially invest in Circle, the company, and they're shutting down the jointly managed Center entity, which is what they used to build USDC in the first place. Why are they shutting it down? Only because it's unnecessary now. Instead, they're more partnering up. They're investing in each other, it seems, and they're dropping the third-party piece because, frankly, the regulation is getting a little more friendly here in the U.S. I mean, Coinbase might have something to say about friendly regulation because they're going through all these lawsuits with the DOJ and all these sorts of entities like the SEC. But this is the quote here. You can see that with growing regulatory clarity for stablecoins in the United States and around the world, the requirement of separate governance body like Center is no longer needed, Coinbase said in a blog post. So while things are looking grim for Coinbase because of some of these SEC lawsuits and all this stuff, things are actually looking great. Midterm, long term, I'm very, very bullish on Circle. But the story is this, guys. The overall market is down, and so is Coinbase. Coinbase launched back in April of 2021. The price action for this stock came way down, way down, all the way launching at about $400 when I was actually in on the IPO, which was brutal. And then it came all the way down, and now it's currently sitting at $73. It came all the way down to a low of about $33 right now. It's only like 2x from there at current prices. Had another drop because August and September, guys, a little bit bearish. I think this is a fantastic buying opportunity. Why? Because not only do they have a partnership with Circle for one of the largest stable coins on planet Earth, and they're also planning on launching it with more chains and more entities. But remember, guys, that BlackRock filed for a spot Bitcoin ETF. Do you know who they chose as their crypto custodian? It is Coinbase, my friends. It is Coinbase. They want Coinbase as their custodian for their crypto, as do other large entities in the world. This is one of the largest exchanges in the world. It's got the biggest crosshair on it from the U.S. government agencies next to Binance. Arguably, Binance is under much more trouble with investigations from the DOJ. I don't think Coinbase is being investigated by the DOJ. I should retract that. They are being sued by the SEC, though. and looked into by different government congressmen, congresswomen. So there's some scrutiny there. But like you see here, they're able to drop the center consortium with Circle because regulation's getting more clear and crypto is getting a little more friendly. Now, when the BlackRock Spot Bitcoin ETF is approved, if it's approved, then I think that's going to be an insanely bullish thing for Bitcoin and for Coinbase specifically. And I would like to see the Coinbase stock break back above its previous high, what the price it launched at. At some point in the future, it will break back above its previous high, which is about a 5x from here. So if you want a 5x on your money, heck, Coinbase, in my opinion, is a great investment, but that is not financial advice, guys. That's just what I'm thinking as we break down some of these stories to kind of get an idea of how we're doing. As for Binance, Binance is getting into a little bit of trouble. And again, I'll get to Crocoin here in a second, folks. You can't buy Circle, Ron Wilson. I think it is a privately owned company. If I am correct on that, you can't buy Circle. Circle is a stock, not a crypto coin. If you want to invest in Circle's crypto coin, you're buying a stable coin, which is USDC. But heck, hey, if you want an investment in Circle, why don't you just get Coinbase instead, because they're partnered up at the end of the day. Coinbase is going to be the vehicle that gets Circle's USDC product out into the mainstream. So you want exposure to the success of Circle, I think Coinbase is your best bet, Ron. But, you know, not financial advice, because that's, you know, not what we do. Bitcoin is reporting that Binance is making strategic moves, claims of Bitcoin sales to bolster BNB token. We talked about this story yesterday, but I want to highlight this. Claims of Bitcoin sales to bolster BNB token. People are saying that CZ and Binance are selling off Bitcoin to prop up the price of the BNB token because apparently Binance is failing. Binance is crashing. Binance is going to zero. There's a massive liquidation coming, according to Twitter. But look at this great story. Binance US renews banking push with MoonPay deal. This might be just a little band-aid, but it is good to see that they're getting back on their onboarding and on-ramps and off-ramps for fiat currencies here for Binance US. There's already been so much damage done to Binance US. Most Binance US users probably ditched Binance US at this point because of all the news articles, which is exactly probably what the news publications and the powers that be wanted to push people away from Binance. It seems like there's a big push to push people away from Binance, which is interesting. But they're able to hang on to some of these deals, some of these partners. They have other things launching across the globe, but they are having trouble because the DOJ is investigating them, and there are a lot of problems. But are these claims, which is what they are, claims on Twitter of the selling Bitcoin to boost the BNB token true? And I looked into this today, and guys, the answer is likely no. It's not totally confirmed yet, but I looked into somebody kind of doing some back-end digging on this, which I'm not so good at kind of tracking the blockchain and kind of looking into the deep analytics there. That's a lot. But I did some research for you guys, and it looks like that might not be a true story. Now, if this token does crash below this major resistance, I talked about it yesterday, guys. Yeah, I mean, I could see us coming down a whopping 80%. It's certainly possible. We broke down below the 200-day moving average for Binance coin. Binance was one of the strongest tokens in the bull market. Coming into a bear market, it only dropped a fraction of what some other tokens dropped, like Crow. You can just see on the chart, Crow came up and right back down. And now, to my 3-cent Crow. Yes, guys. Warning, warning, warning. I do believe in a 3-cent Crow, my friends. Why? Because here's the level that I got drawn out here. It's a 35% retracement from current prices. Just looking back at some previous stopping points for this, I expect we hit higher lows. So I don't think, it'd be good. It wouldn't be good if we went down to 2 cents. I wouldn't love to see it. Even if we did, I'm still bullish because of all the moves that this company's making. But guys, if we go down to 3 cents and you go back up to $1, then you're looking at about I think it's what, like a 50x or something like that from current prices is what that would be. It'd be like a 40x appreciation for you. If you were buying at a 3-cent Crow and it went back up to $1, which is basically where it was in the previous bull market, it was all the way up to, where do we get here? 96 cents. That's a huge gain for you guys. And if you're looking at Crow and you're wondering, is it safe? Yeah, I mean, arguably, guys, it's safer than Binance. Binance is having a lot of fights. They had to renew their banking partners. They've had to have this FUD. Are they selling Bitcoin? Are Are they dumping Bitcoin? Are they going to crash? You don't see articles like that about crypto.com right now. And also, crypto.com already had its big crash, and Binance looks like it might be due for its other crash. Now, I'm not trying to spread FUD about Binance, but if you want to get an idea how Binance is going to perform next to crypto.com, well, I think that crypto.com might perform a little bit better here in the next 6 to 8 months. We'll have to just see how that plays out. As for Crow versus Bitcoin, not really sure what it wants to do yet. Likely it'll come down to the bottom of this channel like we've been talking about so much, but let's see Bitcoin get a bigger dip right now. If you're trying to buy some XRP, guys, XRP is looking nice and pretty for a buying opportunity. I could see a bounce coming very soon, as maybe, this kind of line right here kind of holds true, and we see a bounce right around here, maybe come back up to this 90-cent level come November, December, potentially. That being said, if Bitcoin continues to crash, who knows? Maybe XRP comes down and tests a lower level at around 23 cents before we come back up to 50 cents and then 90 cents again as we lead into a bull market. Nothing needs to go straight up overnight, guys. I do believe in the fact that there are more buying opportunities ahead. And when it comes to Crow, even if it does drop down to 3 cents, guys, just take a peek at their Twitter and understand what they're doing. 7th anniversary for building, they posted back in June. Reminder that they are a top 10 chain. They're doing a great job of sharing that on Twitter. Remember, 2.6 million followers are getting exposed to this, just strengthening the message of how excellent this exchange really is and how strongly poised they are for this. They've got trading competitions they're promoting. They do these gifts. They're very expressive with the community. They talk about their cards, which are really unique. Their crypto payment cards are so cool, so great to be able to spend your crypto if that's something you want to do. And then you see they got all these other exchange listings, and they're trying to drive more growth in Canada. They have an exclusive promotion for Canadian users, 10% rebate on your first crypto purchase, only available to the first 1,000 participants. So this is some of the things that they're doing to just drive more crypto adoption. If you like that, smash up that like button for me and subscribe to the channel. By the way, guys, we do have members on this channel. If you want to join the Crypto Report community, consider becoming a member. You get access to our private Discord, and every single month we're going to be doing a $500 giveaway to one lucky member when we hit 100 members on the channel. We're currently at 21 members, so consider getting early to that and become a member and support the channel, and you got a chance at winning a $500 lottery every single month, guys. So how about that? As for Crow, though, there's some other things we want to look at. Chris Marszalek, if you want to get an idea of how the exchange is poised right now, look to leadership to see how the sentiment is there, and it's pretty good. Chris Marszalek tweeted out the other day, discount day courtesy of the markets, and that includes Crow Coin, guys. Over long periods of time, taking advantage of those dips is a good way to DCA. Look, guys, time in the market beats timing the market. That being said, this is a great time to be getting in the market, and a bull market's coming. That bull market could last 1.5 to 2 years potentially, with really heated up periods of time, probably taking place late 2024, maybe mid 2025. We'll have to see how it plays out, but there's a lot of opportunity here to buy. These are some of the lower prices I believe that we'll be getting. Could we go lower? Yes, but the sentiment from Chris Marszalek is proper right now. And you got to be excited too, because they are launching the Loaded Lions main city on August 30th. And speaking of purchasing opportunities, this launch is coming, and what I can't believe is the Loaded Lions NFTs, which gives you in-game benefits, are falling in price. Right now, these Loaded Lion NFTs are as low as I've seen them in price, currently sitting at $990 for a floor price. A lot of these sitting at $1,000. A lot of these are at $1,000 right now. And looking historically at the price action for the Loaded Lions NFTs, just looking at the last year, the average price for these things was 1.5K. These things are down 30% essentially from their highs, which is a very big discount. So if you have any interest in participating in the First Frontier main city game for Crypto.com, or investing in these NFTs, like the CryptoPunk of Crypto.com, if you will, then you have a really cheap price to be buying these at historically. And even looking at like the all-time chart, the all-time average price is 1.8K. Look at how low these prices are. Now, when a bull market comes, if you don't think these things are going to spike, I think you're gravely wrong. I mean, right now, if you look at all NFTs are down right now. The sentiment in the market is down right now for Bitcoin, for crypto, for NFTs, you name it. If you're looking for a dollar cost averaging opportunity on just about anything that you like, well, then I believe that there is a spectacular opportunity in the market for it right now, guys. Absolutely exciting. I'm very excited about it. Let's look at some of the comments, guys. Let's talk a little bit. Let's do a little Q&A. Smash up that like button for me and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, guys. If you like this content, I'm going to keep it coming at you daily on the weekdays with these live streams, guys. I hope you're digging it. Everybody's here. Good to see everybody. Jonathan Garcia, liking Hedera. Yes, Hedera Hashgraph is a very popular project. People like that one a lot. I'm sure that one will do pretty darn well. BCH, if you're asking about Bitcoin Cash, brother FTT, I don't like Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is probably going to go up in price, but Bitcoin Cash is like a fake Bitcoin, and I don't want fake Bitcoin. I want the real Bitcoin. So that's what I'm going to be dollar cost averaging into aggressively as we kind of get ready for this bull market, guys. When will this 3 cent happen? I think it's going to happen in the next 60 days. I think that's when this 3 cent crow could happen, guys. 60 days, you'll probably see your all-time low in this year, at least, for crow, and maybe the lowest point that we'll ever see again for crow. Hopefully, that's the last time crow ever visits 3 cents. You know, hopefully we get to $1. Hopefully we get to $2, $3, $5 in the next bull market, and then our retracement's down to 50 cents, 80 cents, 30 cents at the lowest in the next bear market. But let's just see how it plays out. I don't really know. QBA says, let's be positive. Yeah, no, I mean, crow to $2.20 in the next bull market. Sure, yeah. But we got to be realistic and positive. I am positive, guys. If you haven't seen my content, I talk about a $5 crow. I talk about a $2 crow. I talk about a $200,000 Bitcoin, $300,000 Bitcoin. I talk about a $15,000 Ethereum. Yeah, I mean, I talk about a $2,000 Binance token. I talk about, we talk about all these bullish predictions, but in the short term, you got to be realistic and you got to kind of look at what the cards are on the table, read them like, tarot card readers and kind of figure out what's going on. Look at the charts, assess the situation. And that's what I'm going to be doing for you guys daily moving forward here on these live streams because I think it's important. What else we got going on? So Sushi Satoshi's asking a great question. Will there be some sell-offs with the main city launch? And I think yes, but I think it's just going to be kind of a coincidence more so. I think maybe the buy the rumor, sell the news thing will happen with the main city launch a little bit. There's also a chance that maybe it spikes up the price a little bit. So that could be good temporarily for the price action for crypto.com, especially if the game is well liked, then it really could help it out. But in the meantime, the game's launching at the end of August. You still have the whole month of September to see price action. September's typically bearish. So regardless of if it's a buy the rumor, sell the news event, if the broader market's coming down, Sushi Satoshi, it's a great question. Then I think whether it's sell the hype or just sell off because it's September, I think a sell-off's coming. I think that's when we see a 3 cent crow, if we see a 3 cent crow, and if we go even lower. So there you go. Ron Wilson says, darn, I keep forgetting about the Coinbase stock. Definitely take $4K from my brokerage account and buy Coinbase itself. I like the strategy. Let me know how that goes for you, man. I think it's great. Tej Singh, good to see you, man. Tej doesn't think we're going that low. I hope you're right, Tej, but at the same time, I hope you're wrong because I want to buy some more. So I got these mixed feelings, right? If the prices go down, you get a better buying opportunity. As long as you're making money, you should be excited. Tej also says Binance has been hanging off a cliff for a while. Yeah, I mean, it might fall off that cliff. Might be a good time for Crowcoin to catch up and just not fall as hard. But maybe Binance doesn't fall off that cliff. Maybe it's a big fake out. We'll have to kind of see how it plays. What else we got going on? Nazar, good to see you. Thanks for joining us this morning. Let me know, guys. I'm going to go ahead and start a poll, and I just want to know, do you guys like the morning streams versus afternoons? Let me know. Let me know, guys. Smash the like button for me. I got a jet here. I got a meeting coming up in 1 minute, but give me a little vote on that. And if there's any last questions here, I'll take it before I jet and start the day. Get working. I'm going to start my work day here after this. So far, we got 100% of people like these morning streams, and we've got a couple votes. Looking good. Looking good, guys. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm excited to do these morning streams with you guys. have some coffee. I hope you got your coffee. I hope you're energized for the week. I hope you're preparing your dollars to dollar cost average in. If Crow does go down to 3 cents, heck, if Crow goes lower, fantastic buying opportunities. Just, you look at the FUD going on for Coinbase and Binance. You're not getting it for crypto.com. You're not getting it for KuCoin. You're not really getting it for Bittrex or for Kraken or for any of these other exchanges right now. So, that's, just as bullish for those other exchanges. But crypto.com seems to be making more moves than anybody else. They've got the most marketing, so it gets me pretty excited. Really great buying opportunities, in my opinion. All right, guys, that's all I got in this one. I am Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Don't forget to smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, folks, you have to remember to DCA, HODL, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time. See you later.